Hello friends, this is Rajul Suthar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, BART, Gandhinagar. Previously we have discussed in Advanced Java Programming, second unit, that was JDBC programming. In this video session we will discuss about the servlet. So what do you mean by servlet? What is servlet API? So servlet are the pipes, that is the piece of Java source code that add the functionality to the web server in order to provide the proper dynamic response to client according to the request. The servlet clearly applied the request response computing model. So when a request is arrived to the servlet, it responds accordingly. To the work with the servlet, you need Java Servlet Development Kit, that is JSDK. So JSDK provides the servlet API to create the servlet for responding to the client or client request. The servlet can do many tasks. Which type of a task covered for the servlet? Like processing HTML forms or managing the middle tier processing to connect existing data source, connecting through the corporate firewall, and many more. So let me discuss one by one. First of all, introduction. So Java technology is both a programming language and platform. The Java programming language is a high level object oriented language. Why we call higher level or object oriented programming? Because all thing in Java, that is object, relation between the class. Then Java platform is a particular environment in which Java programming language application run. The Java programming language platform, there are four type of a platform we all familiar, like Java Platform Standard Edition, Java Platform Enterprise Edition, Java Platform Micro Edition, and Java FX. FX is used for graphics. Here Java SE, that provide core functionality of Java programming language. So it define everything from basic type of object of Java programming to high level classes. There are various purpose, like it used for networking, security, database access, graphical user interface, GUI development, as well as XML parsing. In addition to the core API, Java SE platform consists of virtual machine. We all familiar the concept of virtual machine, VMware, development tools, deployment technology, and other classes like libraries as well as dynamic link library as well as toolkit that commonly used in Java technology application. We all familiar with the advantage or features of Java. Second one is a Java Enterprise Edition. So the Java Enterprise Edition platform is built on top of the Java SE platform. The Java Enterprise Edition platform provide an API and runtime environment for developing and running the large scale multi-tiered or scalable as well as reliable and secure network application. Third one is Java ME. Java ME that provide the platform and API, a small footprint for virtual machine that running Java programming language application on small device like mobile phone. So it is called micro edition. And last one, Java FX. So Java FX is a platform for creating rich internet application using lightweight user interface API. So this is the introduction of all platform. What do you mean by enterprise application? Enterprise application, that is double E. So this platform is designed to help developer to create a large scale, multi-tiered, scalable, reliable and secure network application. Shorthand or short name for such an application is enterprise application. So called because of the application are designed to solve the problem encountered by large enterprise. Enterprise applications are not only useful for large corporation, agencies and governments also. Servlet is a Java enterprise edition technology. So which are the advantages covered for Servlet? Like comparatively better performance, it have the no specialized and trained program are needed to develop and manage. It required to execute, so faster execution, execute within the address space of a web server. No separate process are required to handle different client requests as well as connection to database. And we can say that the platform independence, security also major concern in the Servlet. So question like whenever question asked in GTU exam, so how does the JVM execute a Servlet compare with the regular Java classes? That type of a question may be asked. What are the Servlet? Which other technology can be used as a replacement of Servlet? And here one more different covered, that Servlet and CGI we will discuss in next lecture. But in this portion we have to identify the addition, like Java addition. So this type of a question also may be asked in GTU exam. Then tiered application, that called multi-tiered application. The functionality of application is separated into the isolated functional area, that is called tier. Typically the multi-tiered application have the client tier, a middle tier and data tier. So that is called enterprise information system. So what is the functionality of client tier? Client means user. So the client tier consists of the application clients that access a Java enterprise edition. Server, it access to the server and that are usually located to the different machine from the server. The clients make a request to the server responds to the request and return a response back to the client. So what is the functionality of web server? Here web server play the important role, like web server drives consist of components that handle the interaction between client and business tier. So it's a primary task that are like dynamically generate the content in various format for the client. Each and every content work as dynamically or updatable. Collect the input from user to the client interface and return appropriate result from the components in business tier. Control flow of the screen or page on the client, as well as maintain the state of data for the user session. So it is called the web tier. What do you mean by request and response? So this type of a question may be asked in GTU exam. So you have to covered with the HTTP model, also called the request and response model. So in the request and response model, web development is all about the communication. In case of communication between two parties over the HTTP protocol, so first one we require the server, So role of the server, this party is responsible for serving the page. We are providing the services. And the client, so this party requests a page from the server and display them to the user. On most of the cases, the client is a web browser. We all familiar with the web browser like Chrome, Firefox. So that's all are a web browser. Web server feel the servlet is no longer useful. The web server decide to unload the servlet as well as load the servlet by using some various method like load or destroy method. We will discuss in programming. Here one basic example. The user open his web browser. So nothing but the client, the user browser, like working with HTTP protocol, http://google.com. The client on behalf of the user send the request to the Google. So Google is server for their home page. The server then acknowledge the request and reply the client with the metadata that called headers, followed by the page source. So this type of a client and server communication will perform. Here client send the request for to access the page from Google server. So Google server is available here. This is a google.com. Then the client submit the data to the server. Client submit the data to server. The server process the data, here process the data and reply with page matching the search result. Means if you are write in the text box like GTU, so Google search all the item related to the text box in the text box like GTU. Then the client once again render that page for the user to view. So this type of a communication covered in HTTP, that is called request and response. Here again we will discuss what is servlet. So servlet can be described in many ways depending on the context. Like servlet is a technology used to create the web application, but we are creating the dynamic web page by using servlet. Servlet is an API that provide many interface and classes that including documentation. Servlet is an interface that must be implemented for creating new servlet. Servlet is a class that extends the capability of server and responds to the incoming request that come from server side. So it can be respond to any page of the request. Servlet is a web component that is deployed on server to create a dynamic web page. What do you mean by dynamic and static? Static means if content of the web page cannot change periodically. So it is a that type of a page called static page. And dynamic page means cricket score and updation of flight information as well as railway booking information, rate of the movie ticket. That's all our dynamic web page. A servlet is a Java programming language class that dynamically loaded on web server is used to extend the capability of server that hosts the application access by to request and response form. So it is called request and response programming model. Servlet are objects that generate dynamic content after processing the request that originate from web server. In the GTU, question asked like write a simple program to demonstrate servlet skeleton or request and response. So here the figure of working functionality of client and server communication by using request HTTP protocol. Here which type of a protocol is covered? HTTP. So this is the client, make a request means this step, and what is the task of server? Server response is generated at runtime. Response will generate runtime, and that response means acknowledgement is sent to the client. Response is sent to the client. What do you mean by server side programming? Server side programming is a general name for kind of the program which run on server, only server. The server side programming is about generating the dynamic content or backend. So dynamic content, why we required dynamic content, or what do you mean by dynamic content? The content or information that received from database, that is called dynamic content. So user means process the user input, it display the page, structure the web application, interact with the permanent storage like SQL files, all the functionality performed by user. Here one example like PHP. If you are creating the page in PHP, so it is dynamic page. And ASP.NET also, C#, C++ or Visual Basic. What do you mean by client programming? Client side programming means, client side programming is the name for all the programs which run on the client, like front end. So front end that cover the GUI information, all the information that loaded on website, that is a front end information. So role in the front end, role of the user in client side programming, like make the interactive web page looking. How can we make the interactive web page? By using CSS as well as JavaScript. Interact with the temporary storage and local storage, work with the cookies and local storage, send the request to the server and retrieve data from it. It provides the remote service for client side application such as software registration, content delivery or remote multiplayer gaming. Which are the example of this type of a client side programming? That is JavaScript. Primarily we have used the HTML and CSS. So this is the best example of client side programming. Then here one difference covered like applet versus servlet. So what do you mean by applet? Applet that already covered in previous Java programming. Applet, it is the window or browser that required to store the or designing purpose. So this is the figure that easily identify what do you mean by applet, Java applet. So client browser work with the HTTP web server, and applet is downloaded from server to client and is running at client side. Applet always run at client side. Remember this. Servlet and JSP are running at server side. So this is the figure for servlet. Servlet that run on server side. Applet run on client side. So this is the client browser. First make the request, and request will pass to the web server, servlet container and servlet. This is the JSP page. All the functionality perform at server side, and a reply means acknowledgement of this page response that provide to the client browser. Here one difference, first one, that is applet are program on client side while servlet are program on server side. Applet can make the request to the servlet and servlet are intended to respond the applet or HTML program. Applet run over the browser while servlet run over the server. Applet may have the graphical user interface and servlet have no graphical user interface. Applet are useful to develop the static web page. This one is only used for static web page, while servlet are useful to develop the dynamic web page. So this is the basic difference between applet and servlet. This type of a question also asked in GTU exam. So be prepared. One more question like CGI versus servlet. So what do you mean by CGI? Common Gateway Interface. CGI is the one technology that enables the web server to call an external program and pass the HTTP request information to the external program to process the request. For each of the requests, it start a new process. So this is the figure or flow of the CGI. Means it first of all send the request to the server. Here HTTPS is covered. First CGI cell, this all are CGI cells. So first request is going to server by using the HTTPS or HTTP. CGI cell work as a one program, that CGI program covered for pass the information to the external program for process the request. Then, which are the disadvantages of CGI? There are many problems in CGI technology. So, like if the number of client increase, it make more time for sending the response. When number of client will increase, so it is difficult to send the request. Second one, for each of the request, it start a process and web server is limited to start the process. So in CGI, the limitation of web server to start all the process. And third one, it use the platform dependent language. So which are the platform dependent language? C, C++ and Perl language. So this is most disadvantage of CGI. Servlet work with the independent language like Java, Ruby, R+. Advantage of servlet over CGI. Which are the advantage? Here one figure for servlet, that is a request to the web server, all the functionality perform at web server. Web server contain web container, so thread, all the thread of request will handle by using this servlet dynamically. So processing of load is reduced by using the servlet. There are many advantages of servlet over CGI. First one, the web container create the thread for handling the multiple process or multiple request to the servlet. Thread have lot of benefit over the process, such as share a common memory area, lightweight, we all familiar. The advantage of thread, like thread is a lightweight process. Cost of communication between threads are low. And the basic benefit of servlet like better performance because it create the thread for each of the request, not a process. So we improve the performance. Better performance is one of the best advantage. Portability. What do you mean by portability? We can use Java language because portable, robust. This one is also Java features. Servlet are managed by Java virtual machine, so no need to worry about memory leak or any leakage, memory leakage or garbage collection. It automatically handle the garbage collection. So we can say that robust as well as secure. Why it is secure? Because it uses Java language. We all familiar the features of Java. Java is secure language. What is the use of servlet? We will discuss in next video lecture. Thank you for attending the session.